Hey, you! I'm your nutrition coach. My name is Jackie Poole. Welcome to Happiness is a Healthier Habit. Let's get today's episode started. Hello. Halfway through this pregnancy, so I'm so glad you're here. If you're joining for the first time, I am pregnant with my baby girl. I have 3 boys, and this is my last one. That's what I said last time, but for real, this is the last one. So Lily is what we're going to be calling her. That is going to be her name. And so we are very excited for Lily. All of our family we prayed for it. We really wanted this to happen. And now that it's here, it's been such a whirlwind of emotions, with this being honestly the most difficult pregnancy I've ever had, because I don't remember being this freaking tired. Like, I am tired all the time. All the freaking time. And so it's just, nausea's still there. If I don't eat every 3 hours on the mark, I am wanting to vomit and puke, and everything sounds disgusting. So I have to make sure I'm eating within those 3-hour windows, because it can definitely become a lot. So this is the stage of life that I'm in, and if you are in it, girl, come join with me, because it is not easy with the symptoms that I'm having, especially because sleep hasn't been great. Nutrition isn't perfect right now. Some days I feel great. Some days I have to take double the peptides, because I'm just like, I'm needing all the vibes, you know. I am a mom that is still lifting, that is still running. So I'm doing other things. I homeschool. I am running my own business. I am doing this podcast. So we have a very busy life. Luckily, today, father-in-law took the older kiddos that are homeschooled to the museum. So he had them for the day. And so I'm here recording at the studio, talking to you and doing something that I love. And so welcome if you're new. And today, I really wanted to talk about some of the things that are supporting me through this journey, through these weeks that have been really tough on me. Like I said, I just don't remember pregnancy being this hard. I was definitely more active before my last 2 pregnancies. I worked out, I took the kids to daycare. Like, obviously I had to help, but I feel like I am doing less now, and I'm just more fatigued. I really have to get myself to get those 10,000 steps and like force myself to go on those walks, because I know they're so good for me. Because if you're pregnant, you hear you're pregnant, sometimes you may think that you need to rest, that you're more fragile. And honestly, it couldn't be more opposite from that truth, right? You have to move. You have to keep the movement, because it's really going to be so beneficial for you at the end of pregnancy. So even if it's just walking will make a world of a difference. So if you're somebody that is barely getting any steps, which that was me like the first few weeks, because nausea was super intense. The only thing that helped was like the bochicos or mineral water. Like, that would just really help kind of calm those feelings in my stomach. But walking is so important. So right now I'm so proud of myself. Like, I've gone up from like 6,000 to averaging 9,000 steps. So this week we are on it. So the energy is flowing this week. But like I said, today I really want to talk about the things that are supporting me this pregnancy. And most of these obviously are going to be supplements. But there's a few things I've been using that are not supplements. So I really wanted to start with I don't rely on these all the time. I use them as how I'm feeling. There are a couple things that I use on a regular basis, but there's some that I don't use all the time. And so we'll go through the list today. I wanted to start with number 1 would be probiotics. That has been such a help for me this pregnancy, because obviously when you're pregnant, digestion slows down, right? Like your hormones are fluctuating. So especially when you're like, your progesterone is like really high up there when you're pregnant, especially during the second trimester, like constipation can really be a thing. And so when I take seed, I make sure that I don't take them both at the same time, because it can be really intense on my gut. So what I've been doing, I take one at night and one in the morning, obviously at night before I go to sleep, and one in the morning with my warm water. And that helps me to become regularly. And when we talk about stool, we want to make sure, we're going to go in and personal right now, but you got to make sure they're nice and soft. They're, you don't want loose stool. You want to make sure you're having like normal bowel movements. So if you think of just like long logs, those are the types of stools that you want to be having. If you're having anything else, there might be something in your diet that's, causing you to have irregular stools, or if you're constipated, if you haven't gone to the bathroom in a couple of days. Like I noticed, I did not take probiotics around my first trimester because I had run out and I just didn't order them. I was breaking out so bad in my back, which I haven't had these episodes of pimples in my back in forever. And because of the hormones, because of everything that was going on, things are just like, oh my God, I'm getting all these pimples in my back because of the hormones. And as soon as I started adding the seed probiotics, they started going away. Obviously, I'm not going to say that it was the cure for that, but it definitely helped my gut, because when you think of hormones, you think of gut has a lot to do with things like that. So seed definitely helped control that and minimize some of the pimples that I've had in my back recently because of all the hormones fluctuating. So that's been a super help. And obviously when you have a healthy gut, you have a better immunity system. And we know that when we're pregnant, our immune system definitely kind of tempers down a little bit, because obviously we have something leaching off us for the next 9 months. And so I like to say that probiotic would be something that you should definitely have in your arsenal of tools when you're pregnant, because it's really simple. It's going to make you feel better. There's also studies that show this fat loss potential, cognitive functionality when it comes to probiotics. Like there's so many things, studies that have come out with probiotics, that you can never go wrong. And seed for me has been changing. Like I see results immediately as soon as I start taking them, especially if you're somebody that's constipated, is not regular. This will help you become more regular if there's something that you take on a regular basis. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be obviously prenatals. And the brand that I've been using recently has been Needed. Obviously, it's high quality prenatal with bioavailable nutrients. It really covers the gaps of my nutrition when I'm there, when I'm not there. It really helps support baby development. It has choline, which is something that I look for in prenatals. Some prenatals don't have choline. Choline is something that's found, for example, in eggs, and it really helps the development of your baby. I believe it helps the cognitive and brain development of your baby. So you want to make sure that whatever prenatal you're taking, you want to make sure you have choline in that. And so the more the better. And so that's why I take Needed supplements, because they meet those standards for me. And granted, I'm already somebody that eats a lot of eggs, but you can never go wrong with adding a little bit of that. So I do enjoy the Needed supplements, as well as I take their collagen. I love having a good collagen. I actually hadn't been taking collagen for a really long time, but I added it back One, because I stopped taking my fit peptides, just because I hadn't been consistent with my workouts. And I noticed that when I started the fit peptides, I didn't have to take my collagen anymore. But now that I'm not doing my workouts anymore, I'm not doing the fit as regularly, and I switched to Energize, the peptides from Make. My nails aren't as strong. Like the fit peptide, I mean, it doesn't say it has collagen in there, but it's definitely made a difference on my nails, how they're growing. So I really had to add something different into my routine. And so I added a collagen. So I've been taking it consistently for a couple of weeks now. And I want to say my nails are back on track and growing. I stopped doing my own nails for a little bit because I was like, oh my gosh, they're breaking. They're not growing as fast as I wanted them to. And so that's made a difference. So I've added collagen into my routine again. I think once I am consistent with my workouts again, and I'm strength training on a regular basis, I will add fit again. But for now, I'm just doing Energize, which is more for energy and focus and all of the things. But collagen is always good for skin elasticity. It's good for joint support. I mean, it gives me that extra protein boost that I'm looking for. So, obviously you guys know I still strength train, I still run. So it's very important for me to kind of give my joints and my bones some type of support. And this is obviously one way to do it. All right. So that was 2 and 3. Number 4, I have a little list for you guys. Number 4 would be omegas. Omegas help with inflammation. Obviously, I'm not doing the sauna as much. I do red light therapy a couple of times a week when I do go to the gym. Lately, I haven't been going, maybe like once a week, and it's just I haven't been making it to the gym consistently in the mornings, and so the red light hasn't made its way. I do sauna occasionally, but I do like 5 to 10 minutes, and that's really pushing it because sauna's not really recommended while you're pregnant. So I try not to push that, but I do enjoy just sitting in the red light. I'm practically half naked. I always have my underwear and like my bra, and it's just like good for the belly, good for the skin, good for mitochondrial health. And if you can do it consistently, then it's really good for you. For inflammation as well, but that's why I also added the omegas this time around, because it helps brain development for baby. It helps with inflammation, and honestly I really feel good after just laying there in like warmth. That's just my kind of like, I put on my podcast, whatever I'm listening to at the moment, and that's really simple, that doesn't overstrain me or keep me off doing other things. So I do enjoy doing the omegas along with like red light therapy. Let me just stay with that. All right, and so I'm sorry if I sound out of breath, because that is just the stage of life that I'm in. I am like 20 weeks pregnant, and it feels like I am always running out of breath, whether I'm talking to my husband or on the phone. I'm just out of breath these days. Number 5 would be the electrolytes. And again, electrolytes with the Energize peptides from obviously Make Wellness, which I'm so excited. We were going to have our quarterly conference in Orlando, so we're going to be flying out there and just enjoying the beach vibes, and it's supposed to be nice and warm that week that we're going. So I'm just super excited, super stoked to meet my team and my friends, and just to enjoy Florida. And just my husband obviously is coming with me. He joins me on these business trips, and it's going to be like a little getaway for the two of us. So I'm super excited. I'm leaving Thursday. I'm not coming back till Sunday. So just super excited to do that. These have been a part of my ritual since before pregnancy. Energize just helps me really focus and gives me that boost of energy that I need without like giving caffeine up all at once. I've never been able to do that. I need it to survive throughout the day. And so the best thing about this is it only has like 100 milligrams of caffeine, and it's from fava beans, so it's really all natural. I don't feel the crash as opposed to when I just do coffee, so I really do enjoy that. And so it's the electrolytes plus the Energize. And obviously when you're pregnant, you need to drink way more water than you think so, and that's been really hard for me too. So I think the electrolytes just really help keep that balance for me. It helps me just show up, especially when I'm training, especially when I'm running, especially when sleep hasn't been great. It just really helps me maintain that. And the thing that I really like about these electrolytes, they have an ingredient, I forgot the name, I'm having a mommy brain moment, but bamboo silica is one of the ingredients in the Make Wellness, which really helps with skin health and joint health. So not only am I supporting my hydration that way, I am supporting my body and joints and skin in that way, especially because when you're creating life, obviously your bones and your joints and your skin is changing. So that is very powerful electrolyte to have under your tool belt. For me, at least, that's the way I see it when I talk about electrolytes. I just don't want any electrolytes, because most electrolytes have your standardized like potassium, sodium, like these are formulated specifically to design to help you glow from the inside out. That's how I like to say it. They help you glow, like bring out that glow in you. And the taste is obviously amazing or the tropical fruit punch is definitely my favorite. So I do want to talk about some routines that have managed to come into my life these past few weeks. So for example, obviously you guys know about my lemon water with creatine. Obviously it supports muscle support, it supports strength, it supports brain health. It is definitely safe to take while pregnancy. So I'm just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean I want to stop supporting my muscles. So that is just really an expensive supplement that I continue to add to my morning routines, and it really aligns with what I preach and the way I talk about health. All right, guys, this talking stuff is getting harder and harder, so I'm gonna speed things right along. This side of the coin is just supplements. They're more rituals than anything rather than supplements. Things that I've been doing for the past couple of weeks is 2 essential oils, depending on the day or the night. If I'm taking like a quick shower at night or a really good shower at night, I put like lavender oil like all over my shower, so I have like the steam and just the smell of it really helps me calm down. It helps with my nervous system, it helps with reducing stress. It's really helped me kind of wind down. I rarely take nightly showers, but when I do, this definitely helps me. And you're not just spraying like any old spray or perfume or anything like that. It's really just in the shower. I just drip it a little bit. I get these from HEB. It's just regular lavender oil. They're a little bit expensive, but they've lasted me for a really long time. And the lavender one is just really to help me calm down and wind down when I'm having like an extra wired day, or when I'm struggling with something, whether it be the homeschooling or the business or, finances. We've been doing our taxes as well. So it's been kind of like a little messy, because we have like 3 businesses that we're trying to figure out with our personal taxes, and just want to make sure you don't want to owe the IRS. So that's always kind of been like, all right, let's get this done. And we're kind of like still in a good time to do that. But another oil that I like to use is the eucalyptus oil. And again, I also get these from HEB. It opens your sinuses. It helps you kind of wake up. I like to do these in the morning. I've been really using these all the time. So it's like I'm almost out of it because I kind of just shake it. And I love the eucalyptus smell. It just kind of like opens you up. It's like mint. So depending on, if you like the type of smell, it feels refreshing. It just really helps me wake up in the mornings, especially on those days that I'm just like not having a good sleep, or wake up and just not feeling it that day. So it just makes me feel better. So those are just a couple of things that I've been using during my showers. And this other thing that I actually got before a while back, and I've been pretty much consistent with it, has been this pregnancy oil from Pure Mama. I'm not sponsored by them, but I've been using them, and I've actually seen a difference in like my stretch marks. I've already had stretch marks from the first pregnancy, and so they've kind of just stayed there. I've never been consistent with using lotions or things like that. I've never liked the feeling. My hands always feel sweaty and like I just don't like it. But this oil has made it really easy to just rub on, and it doesn't get sticky or everywhere in my clothes. So I really like that. And so it just kind of helps me. Again, I use it for my morning showers usually. It recommends to use it like twice a day, but I only use that once, and I just make sure to lather my body really well with it as body lotion too. So that's been really, really, really nice. All right, this one is kind of turning into a longer episode than I wanted to, because I literally just wanted to list these things down. But part of this episode, I kind of wanted to reveal why these matter more right now than like before I was pregnant. I mean, one, my nutrition isn't great. My appetite is fluctuating. Some days I feel like I'm more surviving than others. And obviously, I still care for the long haul, for the long-term health of not only myself, but Lily. And so there has been huge gaps in how I'm feeding my body lately. And so with these supplements, I'm supporting those gaps. I'm supporting my energy. I'm supporting my recovery, my digestion. And obviously I'm supporting Lily in ways that maybe I might be not meaning to get to. So the nuance of like all of these supplements, if it's overwhelming, you don't have to do them all. Maybe look at something where you're like, hey, I might need this or I might need that more than anything. It's really helped me just kind of feel better and just kind of keep going throughout the days, right? So like I said, this pregnancy at least hasn't been perfect at all. But thinking about the things that I use, the things that I'm doing, I feel supported right now. I feel like I'm a little bit better when I do use them. So if you're interested in like checking some of these things out, obviously, some of these things you can get them from Fullscript, which the link is below. The peptides, the links are going to be below as well. If you have any questions, or like if you just want to get some more information on some of the things, let me know. We can talk. You can shoot me a DM or an email, whatever you would like to get more info. I really think this is super important, not only for during pregnancy, but it's some things that I will continue definitely after. So, again, it's just, this is more for me and how I feel more comfortable during my pregnancy. And I rather take this than, medications or anything else, right? So these are just more natural ways of doing certain things. So thank you for listening today. This was the list of things that I'm doing. And so if you enjoyed it, share it, send it to a friend, somebody that's pregnant. Till next time. We'll chat.